Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Kindly introduce yourself.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Jennifer de Belen. I am 31 years old. I have three brothers and one sister, and I have one daughter. I am a single mom.
Okay, so a daughter of what age?
8 years old.
8 years old. Okay. So did you finish your high school?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is your nickname?
My nickname is Jenny.
Jenny. Okay, Jenny. So you are, what's the order in your family? You are the...
I am eldest.
So you are the eldest among the 5, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do you have any experience working as a domestic helper in abroad before?
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
First in Singapore, and the second one is Middle East.
In the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's talk about the Singapore. So what's the nationality of your former employer? In Singapore?
Singaporean.
Singaporean,
Yes.
okay. Do they have children?
Yes, ma'am. Have
How
one
many?
special child.
One
10
special
years
child.
old.
10 years old. Okay. For how many years did you work with a Singaporean family?
2 years.
2 years. Did you finish your contract?
Yes, ma'am.
And how about in Saudi Arabia? So, what's the nationality of your former employer?
Syrian.
Syrian. Do they also have children?
Yes, ma'am.
How many?
2 children.
2 children,
10
ages
years
of
old and 9 years old.
10 and 9. And did you work for how many years?
3 years.
3 years. Also finished contract.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how about in the Philippines? Do you have any experience working as a domestic helper?
Yes, ma'am.
Where in the Philippines?
Marila, Bulacan.
Bulacan. Okay, so what are your duties and responsibilities?
I have take care of 1 children, 6 years old.
One child?
One child.
6 years old. A girl or a boy?
Girl.
Girl. Okay, so did you work for how many years?
2 years.
2 years. And finish contract also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you work in Hong Kong, so you're also willing to finish your contract?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you have a daughter of 8 years old. So if you work in Hong Kong, who's going to take care of her?
My auntie, my sister, of my mother.
Okay, so there's no problem with that. If you will your daughter left
Yes,
behind, okay? And so you have experience working in abroad before, so you have a lot of experience like operating some machines, the electrical devices inside the house.
Yes, ma'am.
Like what?
Like washing machine, iron, vacuum cleaner,
Okay.
and
How about the microwave
microwave.
oven? Okay.
Yes.
Do you love pets?
Yes, ma'am.
Like what?
Like dog.
Dogs. Okay, you're not afraid of dogs.
Yes.
Okay. Can you cook?
Yes, ma'am.
You work in Singapore and Saudi Arabia, but how about Chinese food? Do you have any idea of how to prepare Chinese food?
Yes, ma'am. Like steamed fish,
Uh-huh.
fried rice,
Okay.
and chicken rice.
Okay, the simple Chinese food,
Yes,
right?
simple.
But if your employer will ask you to learn more of the Chinese food, are you willing to learn?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Will you accept days off set by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Even it's not on Sundays or Saturdays?
Yes, ma'am.
No problem with
No
that?
problem.
Okay. And how about if they will ask you to extend your contract for another year? Are you willing to extend your contract?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And this time, why do you want to work in Hong Kong?
I want to experience more about in the Hong Kong nationality, and to earn money and to support to save money to support my family and to build up my home.
Especially your child, because you have a daughter, you're a single mom, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how can you control your homesick? You will leave your 8 years old daughter.
I will just focus to my work and busy
You busy yourself to
every
make.
day. Yes.
Okay. Anyway, you have day off. You can always call your, especially your daughter, right?
Yes,
But
ma'am.
you will do it only during your day off, right?
Yes.
What if your employer will tell you that you cannot use your cell phone during working days? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
There's no problem with
There's no
that.
problem.
Anyway, you have day off, right? Okay, can you do marketing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how about the elderly? Do you have any experience taking care of an elderly?
No, ma'am. I
But-
have one only special child.
Yeah, but what if they ask you to take care of an elderly? Can you handle that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and do you have patience in taking care of an elderly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you know any nursery rhyme?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can I hear it, please?
Yes, ma'am. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the moon so high, like a diamond into the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Okay, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Okay. For example, you commit a mistake. What are you going to do or to say to your employer?
I will say the truth for my employer,
And you're going to, what are you going to say?
and I will going to say I'm sorry, madam. Ma'am.
Okay, and can you promise not to do it again?
Yes, ma'am.
So at least you will avoid making mistakes, right?
Yes,
Okay. And for the children, are you willing to send them to school?
yes, ma'am.
Can you tutor them with their assignments or homeworks?
Yes, ma'am.
Um, for example, for the babies, if the baby is crying, what do you think the reason why?
I will take the baby, and I will carry, and I will if she is hungry, I will give him a milk or water.
Okay, if she's hungry, and what else? What other reason?
Something they want to sleep,
Okay.
or they want to play.
Okay. So do you have also patience in taking care of the small babies?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So can you give me a short message for your future employer?
My future employer.
Can you tell them? What can you promise them?
I can take care of the children, and I will follow the roles and responsibilities inside the home of my employer, and
What can you promise them? What kind of person are you? Are you a hardworking, a patient, what?
and I can clean the hard work, and all the times must clean the home.
You will keep the cleanliness of the house of your
Yes.
employer.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you are a hardworking person and a patient, because you told me you have patient with children and elderly, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I think that will be all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.